3 must-draft tight ends in fantasy football in 2025. Let's get after it. First guy up here on the list, George Kittle. Yes, the tight end 1 in fantasy points per game last year is being drafted as the tight end 3 in most leagues, and he is set to crush yet again in 2025. Last year, Kittle was first in yards per route run, third in yak per reception, and second in first downs per route run per fantasy points data. All right, next guy up here on the list, Mark Andrews. Andrews was hampered last year by an offseason automobile accident as well as offseason surgery. Last year, weeks 1 through 9, Andrews was certainly not himself. The tight end 16 in fantasy points per game, only earning an 11.3% target share and averaging 32.1 receiving yards per game. After week 9, we saw all of these numbers jump back to what we have come to expect from Mark Andrews pretty much every single season of his career. He was the tight end 5 in fantasy points per game. He had an 18.1% target share and averaged 48 receiving yards per game. Look for Andrews to be a guy that you can get later in your drafts and could revisit top 5 production in 2025. Last guy to round out the list here, Dallas Goedert. Goedert is being disrespected. Dallas Goedert has been a tight end 1 in fantasy points per game in every single season since 2019, including last year. When he was on the field last year for 60% or more of the snaps, he averaged 11.8 PPR points per game, which would have made him over the whole season the tight end 8 in fantasy points per game. If Dallas Goedert drops in your drafts, snag him immediately as a top 12 tight end that you can start confidently week after week. For 3 more tight ends you need to be drafting in fantasy football in 2025, check out my latest article at FantasyPros.com right now.